Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here to my channel, welcome. My name is Sabrina, and for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back and watching my tutorials. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video. I am doing a series right now on my channel called The Shades of Fall. This is the third video of my Shades of Fall series, and I love this look. It came out so good. This is the burnt orange edition, and this is actually my third eyeshadow look tonight. I was not inspired. Like, I could not get a look down. Like, I was just hating everything I was doing, and finally, after like try after try, I finally got to this, and I actually really love the way it looks. So I'm glad I stuck it out and didn't just give up, because I was honestly this close. But yeah, it came out really good. And yeah, so if you want to learn how to recreate this look, make sure you keep on watching. So I want to just jump right into this eyeshadow look today, because I don't want today's video to be too long like my videos usually are. Today's video is the third eyeshadow look for the Shades of Fall series, and of course, as you can tell, is a burnt orange edition, and I really like the way this came out. I kind of want to add some glitter towards the outline of this too, like, so make it like a whole glitter outline. I don't know, we'll kind of see what I decide once I'm done with this eye. I think that's what I want to do, because I feel like it would like pop a little bit more. But let's go ahead and just get right into this eyeshadow look, because let's just get into it. So the eyeshadow palette that we're going to be using today is this one right here, which is the I don't know why I keep wanting to say Jaclyn Hill. Like, not Jaclyn Hill. It's the Morphe times Jeffree Star palette, and this is what it looks like. I did only use one palette today, which is this one. Oh, I'm lying. I used one other shadow from a different palette, which is this one right here. It's the Morphe times Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I only used one shadow from this. I used this one right here, and that's just to help me blend out the top of my eye a little bit. But other than that, everything else I use is from this palette. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and prime my lid really quickly, and we can get started on today's eyeshadow look. Using this, turn it this way. Y'all, I just my beauty blender. Are you kidding? I have the worst luck, like the worst luck with beauty blenders, beauty sponges, all types, every kind. I just have the worst luck. I literally just bought this. I just bought this, and it just fell all in my eyeshadow, and look how dirty it is. Like, I just have the worst luck. The first shadow we're going to be dipping into today is this one right here, which is kind of like cranberry shade, and I'll be grabbing some of that shadow with the Morphe M165 brush, and it's kind of like a liner brush. I'm going to be using this and creating a really thin line right on top of the crease and flicking it out towards the eyebrow, and this is going to help me with a little bit more depth in this look towards the top of the shadow, which is like on the top of the glitter liner over here. And right when you get towards the end, like this half of the eye, you're gonna just slowly start to bring it upwards, and it'll almost touch your eyebrow like that. So with the same brush and without picking up any other product, I'm gonna try and buff this shadow out just a little bit, and then I'll be grabbing a different brush and doing the same thing and blending it out a little bit more. Next brush I'm going to be picking up is the Morphe M149 brush, and it is a very, very thin packer brush. I love this brush, especially to help me blend out really small areas like this, because I don't want to take this shade too high up towards the brow, because I am going to be blending it out later with the burnt orange and a little bit of yellow, just to kind of get that gradient effect. So before picking up anything, I'm going to use this brush by itself to try and buff everything out as best as I can without moving the product too up, if that makes sense. Like, you don't want to be bringing this maroon shade any further up than it already is, but you are going to try and blend it out. So do very, very tiny circular motions to try and blend in. So that is the best I can blend it out before it starts to move further up and I take the product further up. So the next shade I'm going to be dipping into is this one right here, which is basically the star of the show. My entire lid is with this shadow. I'm going to be packing it lightly over top of that line and blending it out as best as my ability. Then I'm going to be picking up a Morphe M507 brush, which is a very tiny, small blending brush. I love this brush, especially when I'm working with my crease shadows, because it's very tiny, very fluffy, but it helps you get in those really small crevices of your eye. So I'm going to be using this brush to help me blend out these shadows. So I'm going to be picking up that Morphe M149 brush. Again, I'm going to be dipping my brush into this shade right here, which is a dark brown. And I'm going to be adding this right to the line where I'm going to cut my crease. So this is going to be the lowest shadow on that gradient effect for when I cut my crease. So when I cut my crease, it'll be like the brown, the cranberry, the orange, and then last I will be adding the yellow just to give it a little pop as well. So I'll be picking up that small blending brush again, dipping into a little bit of the burnt orange shade with the cranberry shade mix. Just a little bit of each and mixing them together, and I'm going to slowly blend out that brown. So I do have two of those small blending brushes, so I'm going to pick up the clean one. I'm going to be dipping into this palette right here, which has that yellow shade that I need. So I'm going to be grabbing a little bit of that one on a clean brush, and this will be going all the way at the top to blend out that orange furthermore and make it kind of like pretty, I guess you could say. And with this shade, I'm taking it pretty high. I'm almost touching my eyebrow with this shadow. So now that the eyeshadow is blended, we are going to be cutting our crease. I am going to be doing a full cut crease today. And today I am going to go into a little bit of depth on how I do that. If you are a beginner, you will be able to do this by the end of this video because it is very, 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 very simple. This is how I do it. First off, I take some concealer on the back of my hand. I am using the Morphe M213 brush, which is my favorite brush to cut the crease, clean up anything I want on my face. It's just very small and precise and helps you get in any little crevices of your eye or any little crevices of your face. So it's like my favorite brush to clean up mistakes and all that. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of that, and how I do it is I start off in the middle of the eye and I place the concealer where I want the crease to be cut, of course, and I just literally draw a line and I make it as straight as I can, and I just keep going along the curve. Go along your natural crease. Some people don't really have a natural crease, or their crease is just too low or too high, so they make their own crease. It just depends your preference on your eyeshadow. Me, I feel like my crease is a little bit too low, so I do go a little bit above my crease, and I'm gonna just show you how I do that. So I'm first gonna be placing the shadow right here in the middle of the eye, just like that. Kind of look at it, and then after I've made that little line, I'll make a line over here at the beginning of my eye, and I try to do it at the same like level as the other one, so that way I can just easily connect everything, but at a curve, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain this, but everything is going to be going at a curve. You're going to just start here, go around, go down, and then go up. So that's kind of the outline that you're going to be following, but this is how I do it. So I create that little line right, that little round spot in the middle, and then I create the little round spot over here, and then I'm going to do the same thing towards the outer edge of the eye, and then I make the curve out here. And I literally just connect everything. Right back. And then once you've cut the crease, you do want to look at the opposite eye and just kind of make sure that they're sisters and they're even. Now that I cut the crease to my liking, I'm going to be taking a Q-tip with a little bit of micellar water on it, and I'm going to be basically cleaning it up before I go in with more concealer, and just so that way everything lays really pretty and clean. So now I'm going to just be adding concealer towards the bottom of the look, like that. And I'm using that same brush to cut my crease and make it actually look pretty and actually cut it this time. And I'm gonna pick up my beauty sponge and lay down that concealer even more. Be careful when doing this because you don't want to go too up to where you're gonna get concealer on the shadow above. And then what I'm gonna be doing is basically adding this burnt orange all towards the bottom of my lid, and I'm gonna be using this brush right here. I honestly don't know the name of them. Like, I bought them on a pack of like I think 16 on Amazon, and I bought these whenever I started working with like paints and stuff. So these are paint brushes, but I use them as eyeshadow brushes because I mean they work just as good. But I'm gonna be using this one. I'll link the pack that I bought down below, but these are what I use to do like liquid liners and stuff like that. But I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna dip into this burnt orange shade, and with this small defining paintbrush, I'm gonna be using it to create kind of like another cut crease right underneath, but leaving a gap so that way I can go back and add the glitter later. So I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit for this part, just so that way you can kind of see what it is that I'm doing. I'm gonna treat this part right here kind of like liner, and I'm gonna just start at the corner of my eye and drag it out like this, and I'll connect the two to create like that line. And that's basically, just treat that like it's liner and just go up and connect it to the line up top. And that is pretty much it for this portion. Now I'm just gonna be just fill it in with the burnt orange shade. It's super easy, it's that simple. Once you've got that line down, that's it. There's no really any more hard work to do. So I'm gonna just be picking up the Morphe M149 brush, dipping into that burnt orange shade, and I'm gonna fill that in. Okay, so once that's all filled in, next up is the glitter liner. I am gonna be using this glitter today. It is the J Cat Rockin' the Night glitter, and the shade that I'm using is Gatsby's Party, which is this really pretty gold glitter. These are only like $3, maybe $4, and you are getting 0.014 ounces, which is 4 grams. You're getting a lot of glitter for $3, and they work really nice. What I use to apply this is eyelash glue, but you can use glitter glue, whatever you want to use, whatever glitter primer you have, you can use that too, but I just use regular eyelash glue. So for this part, I'm going to be doing it in sections. I'll put a little bit of glue on like a quarter of the eye, let it dry for about 15-20 seconds, and then I'll be going in with this glitter with a brush. It doesn't matter what kind of brush, just make sure it's like a small thin brush like this. And that's pretty much it for the glitter. I'm not going to talk in this part because I don't want to drop too much glitter, so I kind of want to focus on what I'm doing. I'm gonna warn you guys, make sure you put the lid back on and you spin it, because it's happened to me twice where I didn't do that and it literally got everywhere because it fell on the floor. But that's pretty much it. I kind of want to add glitter to the bottom, but I'm not sure. Should I do that? yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do it. I honestly love today's look. I hated it at first, but I love it now. So for lashes today, I'm gonna be using these right here. These are from the On Fleek box lashes, and they're in the style Precious. I did get these, I think, in this month's or last month's box. I don't know. I lose track because once I get the boxes, I just throw all the lashes in my lash drawer. But I will be using these for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my face and my lashes off camera. You guys have seen me do my face plenty of times here on my channel. So I'm gonna go do that really quickly off camera because today is mainly about the shadows. I want to focus today's video on just the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my face off camera, and then we'll do like the finishing touches like the lips and underneath the eyes and all that stuff when I come back. So BRB. So lashes and face are complete. I did not like the lashes that I showed y'all earlier, so I went ahead and switched them. I'm using, I think, the lashes called Lust by the Lash Plug. It's either Lust or Love. I don't think they were in the right like packaging. I think these are the style Lust, and they were just in the Love packaging, but they're one of them. But they are from the Lash Plug, and their lashes are so bomb. I love their lashes. They're just so cute, so fluffy, and they're very, very, very comfortable. So let's go ahead and finish the eye look. I'm going to be dipping back into this palette, and I'm going to be using, of course, the star of the show, which is the burnt orange shade, and I'll be picking that up on some type of brush. Oh, on a Morphe M408 brush, and I'll be using this brush to just pack that right underneath the waterline. Wow, what a difference. Do you see the difference in the eye look? I feel like if you don't finish this step, by adding eyeshadow towards the bottom of your waterline, your look just doesn't look right. And I did just pack that shade, and I'm going to be using this brush, which is from Real Techniques. I'm not going to pick up anything. I'm just going to be using it to kind of get rid of that harsh line and blend all that out. Let's go ahead and finish the look with lips. I'm going to be using the Selena x MAC lip liner in the shade Entra Mi Mundo. I do want to try this lipstick. It is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade, what shade is this? Caramel Collector. It might be a little bit too much with this look just because I already did a burnt orange eyeshadow look. I'm gonna try it out. If I don't like it, I'm gonna just be doing a nude lip, so hopefully it looks good. But we're gonna be using this lip liner to line our lips. All right, guys, moment of truth. Let's see if this lipstick looks good. Oh my god, this smells so good. It smells like fall. This says Superstay Matte Ink. This shit is not matte. Maybe if I give it some time to dry. I feel like this is a little bit too much. So I'm gonna try and add a little bit of nude in the middle and kind of blend it out to this ombre. And hopefully that looks better. If not, I'm gonna take the lip off and then do just a full nude. So be right back. I'm using the Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Never Nude. Dude, that looks a lot better. Oh my god, it looks so good. Y'all, I might have just did something. Y'all see this? Tell me this lip is not a freaking vibe. Look at this. Like, it made my lips look bigger too. So what I did is I just focused this only in the middle of the lip, and I left that like burnt orange shade out like towards the outer edges of the lip. It looks so good. Would y'all believe me if I told you that I did my hair with a robe? Yeah, a robe. No heat was applied to my hair. Can you believe that? That's mad crazy. Like, what? And this is the final look. I literally love this. I didn't expect this lip combo to be this freaking cute, and it just goes really good with the eyeshadow look. Y'all, I feel like a pumpkin latte, like pumpkin vibes over here. Pumpkin vibes. I like love this. Ooh, I'm feeling myself a little bit too much. But anyway, this is the third look of my Shades of Fall series. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's tutorial. I really love the way it came out, and I'm so happy with the outcome, because I'm telling you, the struggle is real. If you have me on Snapchat, you know what I'm talking about. Like, today was just so shitty, I'm telling you. Like, I tried 3 different looks. Like, this was the 3rd look of tonight. Like, I'm really glad that it ended up coming out good and looks really nice, because I'm telling you, I was over it. I didn't want to make this video anymore. Didn't want to do it. I was just done. But I'm really glad I stuck it out and did it, because y'all can't tell me this look isn't bomb. Like, it's bomb. But anyway, thank you guys so much for staying tuned and watching this tutorial. I hope you guys come back and watch the rest of this series. This was honestly so fun. I love this series, especially because I love fall. But thank you guys so much for staying tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video, and make sure to follow me on all my socials so that way you can kind of keep up with me and my crazy life. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for staying tuned. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next time.